You're such an asshole.
Old Cappy, continuing on. Did you guys miss me over the weekend, even though it's still the weekend? Taking weekends off, I think. Hello, Aaron. I'm 36 years old, which is quite mind-blowing to admit. It seems like only yesterday I was 19 years old, which is almost half my age now, which almost absolutely blows my mind. I'm in the military with a bunch of 19 and 20-year-olds, which makes me feel like I'm on a kindergarten playground. Time flies, man. I ride motorcycle and hike the Rocky Mountains every chance I get to. Get the most out of life. It just seems like we're on the fast track towards the ultimate thing, the grave. Yes, we are. Good. Glad we had that conversation. Thank you for your money. You know where you're going. I know in your heart, I know in your videos from years ago, you seem to be atheist, and you also seem to endorse the Smith & Wesson plan. I'm not a Republican. I'm not an atheist. I'm libertarian, and I'm an agnostic. And yes, there is a difference. It's like Payback, where Mel Gibson keeps trying to correct him. It's only 70,000. It's only 70. Never mind. Heck, my suits are worth more than that. Great movie. Payback with Mel Gibson, 1997. Oh, great movie. Absolute must. Luis, if you're watching, you go watch that movie. I'm just wondering if, since you've put on some more years now, if you've shifted your opinions any. No, they've become more entrenched, and I must have proven more right every day. Basically, being a 36-year-old, twice divorced, and don't want to get married again with no kids, I'm just wondering, as you're into your 40s, surely going into your 50s, what do you think of this life going by in the future? I'm video response, please. P.S. I was drunk when I wrote this, so I apologize for the grammatical error. And as always, military personnel, current or retired, vet or active, always get the military discount. No, here's what I've learned, dude. You can, this is all I've really learned. There's a guy, a buddy of mine, John, and I've watched him give zero fucks about aging because you can't do anything about it. And he always says it only goes one way. And he's right. To get all pissed off or worked up or even slightly worried about life going by, well, it is. That's what's going to happen. And you lessen the value or the enjoyment of your minutes on this planet if you're constantly worrying about death. And because you think, oh, I'll be 80 and I'll have heart failure or something. Or it could be like tomorrow when you're riding your bike and an avalanche hits you. You know, you don't know. And they well, you never know. Yeah, but people don't think about that. So I do what I can to extend my life. I work out. I got to be on myself for cancer because all the men in my family have it now. I mean, older than me, I mean. You know, eating right, I got to get my cholesterol down, all this boring adult shit so you extend the amount of time, but then you also try to enjoy the time that you have here. And it sounds like you're doing that. You've tried your hand at marriage twice. You're out riding the motorcycle in the Rocky Mountains. Do you got your 20 coming up? Because you were in before the blended retirement system, right? I think you got in before that. You don't got kids, so you don't have any liabilities. The only thing I will warn you against now is there's going to be a good 20, well, yeah, in your case 20 years. My case maybe 15. There's this good 20 years of wandering in the desert. Well, you will have friends. You will have people you hang out with. But you will not have a family. Since you don't have kids, that's a huge thing. And I never wanted kids, so I don't really have it. But my God, is it a royal pain in the ass trying to find people that want to go live life and do shit. And a lot of people have kids and they're raising a family, so that's where their time and effort goes. But then people even without them, they just get old and fat. Like I have friends that they don't want to do it. They're tired. I'm tired. I got a guy who actually has a family, 2 kids, wife, and he will make the time to go get a cigar. You don't have to twist his arm. You don't have to twist his arm to go golf or get a cigar. Oh no, he's all over that. He'll fly out to Vegas, and because I think he appreciates life and he appreciates his friends. But that's rare. The vast majority of people I've talked about, no one's got all 3. Nobody. No, except me. Maybe some other people. No one has the time, the money, and the energy. All three. You'll find an old retired guy who has the time and the money, but he ain't got the energy to climb your mountains. You'll find a guy who has the energy and the time, but he ain't got the money to go riding motorcycles. You'll find a guy with the money and the energy, but he is spending all that time working at a career, getting out of debt for a McMansion or more. You just don't find the three. You don't. And so what I've concluded is it's just easier for me. I drive to see the talented Mr. Lee. I go to shoot guns with my buddy Lloyd. I go and smoke cigars with Richard. You got to go to where they are because they don't have the time. You do. So it's a lot of Cappy Appleseed driving across the country, spreading the good word of economics, hanging out with people in San Diego. That is what I have found. And since the only reason I bring this up with you, if you had kids, your time would be occupied. But you don't have kids. So your time, you're in the military, be a professional. You like riding motorcycles, you like hiking. So I'm going to assume you're in shape. You got the energy and the stamina, and you probably got the money too. Not a ton, but enough. I fear that's what you're going to run into. And so I hit up meetup groups. I do a lot of podcasting with some people. I don't podcast for the benefit of you guys. I do it for myself so I can talk to, We've had people come on now on the show. We got the Older Brother podcast. I'm sitting on another one called Masculine Geek, where me and a panel of guys just shoot the bull there. You're going to run into the same problem. And any person, male or female, who's got the triple threat, you are going to run into this problem. But it's a rare instance. You're talking people that have a type A personality, which sounds like you do. You're a mover, hustler, shaker. You can't just sit there idling as your time goes by, waiting for people to get their heads out of their ass and pack. Because here's what I don't get. I've even talked about this on a podcast one time. Like, people don't get that they're going to die. They just don't get it. And they kind of, it's down into the future. It's down into the future. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's coming. And no one packs the fun shit in. No one lives life. No one does stuff fun. I have to slow myself down just to kind of be in quasi-normal world. How many? Okay, I'm running out of pavement to drive on in the United States. There aren't a lot of roads left I haven't hit with that damn motorcycle. And just warning for you, that's what's going to happen. But don't. Nothing wrong. I know this isn't MGTOW, but I suggest maybe you find a girl. All right, you don't have to get married, but it really helps to have someone you like. Someone you like, not just a body, not just a warm body and a set of tits. Someone you actually like. That may be rare to find. I'm just saying, there's nothing wrong with that. Your career, stick in the military, man. There's your camaraderie. I can't imagine why. I know you don't like. Well, maybe you don't hate these 19 and 20-year-old yahoos, but at least they're there. They may drive you up the fucking wall, but these are kind of like your retarded redheaded stepchildren. That's who they are. I would not get out of the military. I'd stay there, and I would start seeing if there's. Well, if you're in the Rocky Mountains, you should be in Colorado. There's still some active people there, but try and get a very active and enjoyable life going on. So you don't waste your time minimum, and that you find people that are interesting to hang out with. Because, man, I'll tell you, then you throw in IQ, there's a quadruple threat. Then you throw in people smart enough that you want to hang out with in the first place. Oh, fuck it, you're not going to find it. You're just not going to. It's not going to happen. So, anyway, wish I could paint you a better, more optimistic picture. I can't. I'm just warning you what's coming down the line. But don't worry about life, man. Yeah, it's going to fly by. Now, do you want to worry about that more? Or do you want to pack it in and have fun? And it sounds like you're packing it in and having fun. And that's all you really need to do. One other thing I will say is I've been starting to kick around religion. Because, again, I'm agnostic, not atheist. And that's another thing you're going to wrestle with, like the afterlife. Some people say, it's blackness and nothing else happens. I was like, well, you would like there to be something afterwards. Or if there is, maybe you ought to plan for it. But my God, another thing, finding one damn religious member, not member, but pastor or imam or cleric, or, hey, where's your proof? None. Well, we have this thing, and if you don't believe it, you'll burn. It's like, you can't. I've even reached out to pastors online within our realm, and like, can you provide me this argument as to why I would wanna, why would I do that? It's here in the Bible. It's like, yeah, you're really not getting the point, are you? It's because I can go to a rabbi. He's going, all right, it's here in the Torah. But that's another wall I've yet to climb. And every time you try climbing it, they pour grease on you, and you're just like, you know what? Fuck your wall. I don't want to climb it. All right, questions, answers, asoconsulting.com. We'll see you guys later. And check out all the links below. Links to some really cool books and podcasts. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.